Greetings. At the moment that you tune in to this presentation, I hope that you find yourself with a good state of health, well-being, positivity, success, certainty, zero anxiety, accompanied by wonderful feelings that this world allows you to perceive. I just am an individual who takes great pride in accepting what my weaknesses are, areas of opportunity, areas to improve in, and overall receiving the advice to improve the quality of my life, which I already consider good enough. I can truly say that I feel confident about everywhere I go, everything I do. But of course, there's room for doubt here and there when you encounter someone that you find yourself comparing your abilities to. I recently read a book that suggested that if one ever has the opportunity to take an oratory class, to do it. I've been thinking about it ever since, and this happened about a month and a half ago. And I said to myself, I really should, because I believe that I have the potential of being a great public speaker. But I just do not take it very seriously because I feel like it does not accommodate for my kind of personality. In other words, I do not take life very seriously. Therefore, how can I possibly be someone to be in charge of a presentation for the general public? But upon watching one specific video, I realized that we all have the same behavior when it comes to public speaking. There's the body language and your tone. And I truly believe that naturally that is something that I do. But of course, since I have never taken any kind of course that lets me know what the principles are to dominate such an art, I said to myself, now is the time. Hey guys, what's up? Just kidding. I'm tired of the facade. I'm tired of being a clown. I'm just exhausted. That was just my best shot at being live and see how I can sound, what I can say on the fly, not having a script. And yeah, it was easy. But of course, you can tell that it's heavily fabricated because I took a walk to the recycling bin and I'm like, you know what? I just watched this video and it's all marinating on me. And I just said to myself, you know what? I need to do a stream right now to see just how many how many and you know, just how much I mess it up. But I felt like I did pretty well, but you could tell the moments when I was like, what's the word that I want to use? What's that phrase that I want to use? So overall, this was a fun experience, but now that I'm over with it, I'm feeling the stress of, that was so clowned. That was so silly. But anyways, hey, who sent me that comment? Let me look at you. Hey, Aaron. Yeah, that was totally you. You dig the coat. Thanks a lot. Someone was giving this away, couple years ago at my store because they didn't want to just take it somewhere. So I said, I love the squares and everybody seems to be wearing them except me. So I had one of those moments when I'm like, why is it that those shoes are on everybody's feet except mine? Or those glasses are on everyone's face except mine? You know, I see something and I feel this influence of I gotta own that. So it's just terrible. But when I saw that this was being given away, I never knew which coworker put it up there for us to take. But I'm just so glad that I was there at the right time, at the right place to claim it, because I'm sure that someone would have claimed that way sooner than me. But yeah, let's see, what else did you say? Yeah. Hey Robert, it's good to see you. But yeah, guys, I just felt like I would try this my take on how I felt being a good orator should be like. And let me tell you, I just thought it was incredibly it felt easy because of course I'm producing the content, I'm producing the message, like I know what I wanted to convey and I had a minute or two to think about it. But if it were a topic that I have to break down, I'm pretty sure I would not have the success that I had when it come to it. Um, when it comes to it. So I'm just glad that I tried this and I gave this a shot, and it turned out so well. Like I'm actually pretty pleased with how I sounded. So now I can't wait to process this video so that I can watch the playback and just laugh at myself, because as I produced it I felt silly, but I'm just glad that I did something that's different, something that I wouldn't have thought about, and reading this one particular book gave me the idea. So now I will strongly consider looking into it a little more. I've always felt like communication and speaking, writing, all kinds of things is so amazing, like such a beautiful art, that I just want to learn the ins and outs of it. Because I always feel like when you have some kind of natural talent, you tend to rely on the fact that you're naturally talented too much. And then if you try to teach other people your ways, you're like, I don't know, because I'm just naturally this way. Well, for me, I like to be able to explain why and how I got to where I am. So that is something that I'm going to look into, and maybe I will be able to convey that in my videos. But honestly, to be brutally honest, I really like the way I have been all this time. I've been myself, my genuine self, and when I'm in a live stream and I reply to some of your comments, I find myself speaking in the same manner that I speak when I have someone in front of me. Whereas if I am producing a pre-recorded video and I'm in the middle of editing it, I'm like, why do I lose my voice? Why do I not sound the way that I sound? I'm generally more energetic. I can generally throw in a joke or two, but usually when it's pre-recorded, I'm just so focused on the topic and being so linear about it that sometimes I forget to have fun with it. So live streaming relieves that pressure from me. But at the same time, everything can go so wrong when you're live that for the longest time, that's what made me nervous. But now I've just learned to fully embrace it. So yeah, guys. Once again, this is another stream that was not scheduled, but I just had this immense urge to just get on here and start talking and do my impression of what I think good public speakers are like. So I just went for it. I just rolled with it. So yeah, I appreciate you for watching and tuning in, and yeah, I'll let you know anything else that I learn, and maybe if I'm trying to convey something new in a video, if I'm trying too hard, that you should be able to see that, because I make it so obvious when I'm trying so hard to be good at something. But yeah, and I'm glad that you guys seem to like what I do anyway. So it's not that I'm going to change how I speak or sound. It's just that since this is something that I enjoy and I can be quite serious about, you know, if I'm consistent, that means that I'm serious about it, then I might as well dominate it to the best of my ability. So anyways, you did well for coming off the top of the head. Good job. Thanks so much. I appreciate that, Aaron, because like I said, I was just not expecting to film right now. I was not expecting to film like such a thing, to tell you the truth, but the idea just hit me and I said, if this stream of thoughts is coming to me right now and I did not plan for it, this is the best time for it, because it's when it turns out most like genuine and original. So usually I go by what my clipboard says that I have pending to go over, but I'm just going on the fly, and I love this so much because it's unpredictable. I don't have to stress myself out with okay, when I come back from the gym, I can film something and then edit it maybe before I go to bed and upload it in the morning while I get ready. But this is like so much better, so much cooler. And then when you guys surprise me with just appearing in the chat out of nowhere, that adds an extra level of stress because I'm like, oh man, I'm in the middle of my speech and then someone is writing something. But I'm learning to just stay focused and sort of ignore you, but then I come back to you. So that's something that I used to not be able to do. Like I was such a scatterbrain that it's just amazing to see how much I have grown in just like a couple of months. So yeah, guys, that is what I'm up to. That's what these weird habits of mine are, like these weird streams and whatnot. But yeah, Saturday, 10:30. That will be the actual official serious stream. So I keep saying this, but it's more. That's the one that I'll be more like the first stream I ever did, cause this one that I'm doing right now, and then the last few ones that I have done, it's like it kind of flows in a different direction because just stuff happens in the middle of it. But yeah, I just wanted to put this out there immediately on the go, unedited, and yeah, this was my best way of doing it. All right, guys. Well, in this case, Aaron, because the other person totally bailed. But it was good to see you, and it was cool to have the pressure of someone is actually tuning in to what I'm doing. Because I thought that I was going to totally be by myself during this record. So yeah, thanks for challenging me unbeknownst to you. Because, yeah, like I said, it's just amazing. I'm doing things that I would have totally chickened out if this were a different time of my life. So it's just good to put this on the record so that I can go back maybe a year later and be like, yeah, I remember when I did that crazy thing and it turned out pretty well. So yeah. All right, I am going to sign off right now because your girl needs to finish eating, and then I'll see you whenever. Bye. That awkward silence that accompanies me ending the stream.